What is up, guys? Today I'm pretty busy. I'm going to my favorite Goodwill. I'm dropping off a couple sold that are good bolo items that I recently did on eBay. I'm talking to y'all about an INAD that item not as described through eBay, where it's reverse situation. It's not something I sold, it's something that I purchased, and quite frankly, it's been pissing me off. So here we go. So yeah, hey guys, if you're new to the channel, my name's Travis. I am located down here in the Houston, NASA area. I am a reseller that goes to various places, name it. Garage sales, estate sales, thrift stores. I talk with family and friends, let them know what I do. Buy items and source items for cheap and resell them online. My preferred method online is eBay. I have been dabbling with Facebook Marketplace, but that's been a pain in the ass lately, pardon my French. So yeah, if you're new to the channel, that's what I do. I appreciate the follow, appreciate the thumbs up as always. I always try to provide viewers with some items of knowledge. Knowledge is key. Of bolo items, be on the lookout. You name it. A lot of recent new viewership from some bigger channels that I really look up to and follow that have given me some plugs lately. So I do greatly appreciate that, guys. And let's get to it. So here we go. This is my honey hole, quote unquote, location, Goodwill. That's a couple minutes down the road. Usually can find a couple things every time I come here. Friendly staff, etc. Let's see what I can find. So here's a bird's eye view of my Goodwill that I usually go to. Now, if I get the right price on some models, and especially this one that's brand new sealed, I will definitely look it up and I will run the barcode on the back. And unfortunately, they're asking $13 and the comps are around 16, so it's literally a wash. It wouldn't be worth my time. All right, so I just went through the electronics section, and although it looks like it would be a headache to ship, it really isn't. If you get one of those boxes from either Walmart or Home Depot for like $3, put a little styrofoam or bubble wrap around it. This TV, they're asking $10, and the comps on it are anywhere between 50 and 75. I'll show a comp. Don't ignore plush, guys. Usually you can find them for just like 99 cents or like $2, something like that. And there are some heavy hitter plush, surprisingly or not. There is a reason why. You see resellers such as Kevin at Commonwealth, and you see Tracy Parks that are live talking about plush, etc. There are some, I'll even throw a couple screenshots of just random plush that you would never guess that you can get hundreds of dollars for. Here's an example of a plush that just came out into the bins. It's a Curious George pajamas, and I'll show you the comps. They're asking $2, and I think I'll sell it between 15 and 20. This also just came out. They're not too bad on the bottoms. A little magic eraser action, and they'll be good to go. They're asking $7. Crocs Light Ride. And and I think they'll sell around 40 to 50 bucks. I'll show you all the comps. Well, these are in the bin, but they're not, unfortunately, LL Bean. If you ever see LL Bean, they're called duck shoes, and the vintage ones can bring a pretty penny. So I'm gonna put these back. Those are like a knockoff China brand. Harley Davidson, especially make sure it has the tag. This looks like a pretty cool print. It always sells. It's got a little back hit from Beaumont, Texas, but I'll sell this probably between 15 to 20 bucks out of my booth. If not, I'll cross-list it on eBay. Coffee mug section. What am I looking for? I'm looking for Starbucks, obviously. Y'all probably know all that by now. But I'm also looking for The Far Side. It's like an old comic strip. Looking for anything vintage, like comic-wise. And what else am I looking for? Oh, I'm in the NASA area, so anything vintage NASA related I look for also. Well, got everything out to the car. All in 60 bucks. I'll get, if not all my money back, most of my money back just on these Crocs or the TV. And I picked this up. I wasn't recording, but I picked this up. Those of you that have never seen this movie, it is one of the best movies ever. It was one of my favorites, The Goonies. If y'all haven't seen this, gosh, I'm gonna do, and hopefully it goes to a viewer that has a family or young kids or something like that, but reply in the comments, Goonies, if you want to have this mailed to you. Consider it a viewer giveaway. I just want to pass on the pleasure of watching this movie to hopefully a family that has kids. So if you want this movie and you want to win it, I'll do a viewer giveaway. Just reply Goonies. It's a good one. I almost forgot while I was in there, I met a couple of new viewers. I forgot your name, but there was a younger couple, a gentleman with a beard and his better half. They were talking to me, got kind of getting a scoop on some things with reselling wise. It's nice meeting you guys. Hopefully you're watching this video and learning something and watching my other videos. Like I had talked to you about some of the things that we were discussing. But yeah, onward and upward. Well, I just left my local post office. Just mailed a sticker of mine to Yinzer Picker. If y'all aren't familiar with them, it's a family that do picking together. They have a channel, fairly new. They're building subscribers, are almost to 1,000 subscribers. So if you do get a chance, run over there, subscribe, tell them I sent you, and check out their channel. It's pretty fun. I've learned some things. They got some bolo items, etc. They know what they're doing. They know what they're looking for. And I love supporting the community, as y'all know. All right, y'all, so some recent solds that I considered like bolo items also while you're out searching. Wanted to mention them, and I'll show you some screenshots of it. First thing that sold was a die-cast car. Always look for a like a type or a brand box. It's called Action or Action Elite. That's what the collectors are liking to see. It's more of a higher end NASCAR or any type of model car die-cast. I think it was a 124 scale, and I sold it for 55 bucks plus shipping on top. Next one is vintage. Well, it wasn't vintage, but it was new in the box toys. And for those that you don't know, Christmas is right around the corner. People are starting to shop for gifts for their loved ones, etc. And this is probably right up that alley. It was a Star Wars toy. It was still new, sealed or whatever. I sold it for 57 plus shipping on top. The next one was a vintage typewriter, and for those of you who don't know, there are some serious collectors for typewriters out there, and this one was an IBM, the keyword being Selectric. I think it was a Selectric 2, and it had some extras that went with it, but that sold for $500 plus shipping on top. I think they paid like $80 on shipping. Pretty good score on that one. I think I paid $100 or like $75 at an estate sale when I bought it. Next one was a good bolo item for y'all. When you go to estate sales, look on the walls, because people like to frame these, and you can usually find them for like $1 or $2, even $5-10 I would still pay. But they're old like stock certificates, people that collect ephemera, etc. This gentleman wanted it, and he paid $250. And it went international through the eBay international shipping program, and he paid like $30 to ship it to him to Sweden. So there's people that collect everything out there. I ended up selling it after like 6 months, so I did have to sit on it for a while, but I'm glad to see it gone. And the last one, I think y'all already saw it in the videos prior, but I went to an estate sale for a NASA engineer, and he had made like this alarm clock. And I had advertised it and marketed, etc., that it came from a NASA engineer's estate. And it sold for $120 plus shipping on top. And it's just a matter of looking for weird niche items that aren't mass produced or out there. Sometimes just pick up weird stuff that you don't normally see. And sometimes if you're the only one on eBay, people think that it's, you know, rare, obviously, because there's no one else selling it, but they want something that no one else has, and collectors, they dig that type of stuff, especially for vintage. So those are some vintage sold comps and bolo items that I wanted to mention. So now for this eBay situation I'm dealing with, it's kind of like an INAD where I'll give you the backstory. Y'all probably knew I had some family in town from Ohio. And we went to like a 20 minutes away is Galveston, Texas, and they have what's called the Strand there, and there's like a lot of shops. It's kind of like a touristy thing to do, so we took them there, and sure enough, there's like a boutique there that has a bunch of cool nautical items that, you know, women like to buy, I guess. And one of the items that they have there was like these really colorful, iridescent, like glass, like plastic tumblers that you put drinks in, but when you like turn them a certain way, they show colors, and they're pretty neat. I'll give them that. But you know, the reseller in me is thinking, well, this is a boutique. They're not making this stuff. They're just flipping it. They're just selling it. And you know, we're on the Strand, so we're in a high dollar real estate area, so these are probably cheaper if you go somewhere else to buy them. So sure enough, I do a Google Lens search, I do a eBay picture search, and I find these things on eBay. There's someone selling them for like $30 less than what they're selling for in the boutique. And so, you know, it's my mom that wanted the set, so she you know, was reluctant, but sure enough, she caved, and she let me go ahead and show her where she can buy them for the $30 less shipped to her door, because she didn't like the fact that people were like touching them, and like, you know, random strangers were, you know, even though they were new at the boutique, you know, a lot of people have been touching them, etc. So even though they were, you know, there, and she had the opportunity to buy them right then and there, but she wanted to get ones that weren't touched by however many strangers on Galveston. So that was another reason why she wanted to buy them through eBay or Amazon or whatever. So sure enough, she finds them, she buys them, she pays for them, they get shipped, and when they arrive, I should earmark that they were sold at a certain price. I think she paid like $50 for this set of 4, or $45, something like that, with free shipping. So the seller was paying free shipping on them. And they arrived, and it was a set of 4, but Unfortunately, one of the cups or glasses got cracked, so it arrived damaged. And, we sent the message to the seller and said, hey, we really appreciate everything arriving and everything, but unfortunately, one of the glasses were cracked. So we don't want a set of 3. We wanted a set of 4 for our needs. We need 4. We don't need 3. So how do you want to rectify this? And I was expecting them to either offer a partial refund. The message I got back, and I'll show some screenshots of the messages that I sent and the message I got back, but I'll keep it short and sweet. They said, yeah, we'll do a full refund of your $45, but we're going to deduct the price it cost us to ship the item to you, which was like $13. So we would only get a refund of like $32 instead of the $45, keeping in mind that it's not our fault that the crap got broke during shipment, but we're getting, $12 or $13 deducted off what we paid. And then they also wanted to have us ship it back to them before they'll let the refund happen, which is another probably $15 to ship it. So that's 15 plus 13, that's $28. And we only spent $45, so that's only getting a refund of, after all is said and done, $17. And they get to keep their 3 still good-looking cups, and all we get is nothing except $17 back. So that was totally bullshit, pardon my French, and there was no way in hell I was going to let that happen. So I sent a message to the seller, and I was like, no, that's not acceptable. Not only are you taking away the shipping fees that you paid or whatever, deducting it, but we're also having to pay for the shipping back? No, that makes no sense. So, I almost worded it as though I had already talked to eBay, and I kind of plugged in like, hey, this is what you consider INAD, because we got the product not as described. Even though it might not have been their fault, we still didn't get 4 brand new cups. They were broken in shipment. It wasn't as described as a shipment. So it's been like 4 days now. We have not heard back from the seller. And y'all tell me, how should I proceed? Should I contact eBay and say, hey, we've decided not to do a return, but we're going to file a claim through, it was shipped through UPS. So we can do a UPS claim on a damaged shipment. And not only will we get a full refund from UPS, but we'll also essentially get to keep 3 of the 4 that are still in good condition on the glasses. So that's kind of what my plan is, but I'll still kind of hope that I get a return message from this seller, because they have 100% feedback and they have almost 900 on transaction score. So, it's kind of surprising to me that they haven't replied back yet. But what pisses me off the most is, as a reseller, we rely on eBay, or most of y'all do, for making money in sales for our livelihoods. And what kills me is when you got jackass sellers like this guy who will take someone's money and won't do the right thing and reply accordingly, etc., and try to make it, a smooth transaction on eBay. And what the long run, the big picture is that people that have money to spend aren't going to go on eBay because they have a bad taste in their mouth from sellers like this. So it's sellers that are causing a problem for others that I really hate, and it leaves a bad taste in my mouth. So I'm not going to make this. I'm not going to sit around and not do anything. Y'all know me well enough. I'm the nicest guy in the world, but once you screw me or once you do something that's not cool, like I won't let it go. Like, I'm going to make sure I right the wrong. Come hell or high water, something's going to happen to this person. I'm not going to let them think that they got over on us. I'm going to make sure that they are well aware that they're screwing with the wrong buyer on this one, especially when they can tell in my verbiage to them that I've already talked to eBay or I know a lot about eBay. So that's kind of what went on with the iNAD eBay, buy situation. I'm kind of pissed off about still. You can tell in my voice. Y'all tell me in the comments what y'all think y'all would do. And obviously you saw the pictures and kind of the back and forth that they had sent on the messages and pictures of what I'm talking about. Well, that's about it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching this whole time. If you don't mind, hit the like button. If you're not already subscribed, consider subscribing. It helps the channel a lot and lets me know and lets eBay know that you're enjoying the content, learning something, entertained, what have you. So until next time, have a good one. Take care, guys. Peace.